All right, boys. I just wanted to jump on here quickly before I go to the gym. Just getting this coffee down me. But in the meantime, I've had a few messages in the clan from people that are struggling with their text game. They've met a girl, they've maybe cold approached, but then they're struggling to secure a date, or after a date, they seem to be losing chicks in the DMs because they are either texting too much or they're sending the wrong things. So here's the little texting 101. Because I remember back in the day, I was probably one of the worst for this. And it is, you just get so obsessed with like a girl that you've met and she's super hot and you've been on maybe one date with her, and you're just scrolling through her Facebook, through her Instagram, low-key stalking her. I mean, we've all done it. Don't say you haven't. We've all done it. We've all been on there, sitting on the chat, reading the old messages, trying to understand if she really liked you in one of the messages, and all this shit just going on. And then she does message you, and you take like 15 minutes of retyping messages to actually send something, and it's just crazy, man. We can't have it going this way. You boys are alphas. You boys are the best of the best. You're the 1%ers. You're on your purpose. It's not the way that we text. So here is a little texting 101 for you, so that you can just dominate the DMs, have no problem at all with securing the deal. So the main problem is, boys, your attention is currency to the girl that you're pursuing, to the girl that you like. And if you think about it, for a girl nowadays, if she's hot and she's on Instagram, she's getting maybe 100 DMs a day from guys. So she has got attention by the bucket load. What's making your attention any different to all those other guys? And the main way to stand out is to, one, be on your purpose and be a high value guy. This is just the unwritten rule. This is number one. It has to go before everything else. So boys, check out my other videos, get on that shit. But once you've done that, you're already a high value guy. How do you stand out from other guys that she's speaking to? And the way is you withdraw your attention. She is so used to getting attention from any guy she wants at any time of day. The way that you make your attention special is by not giving it to her. So the key to texting is to not being readily available, is to not being constantly on the DMs and chatting to her. And the reason this is because you don't get to know a girl on text. It's a terrible way of getting to know someone, in my opinion. You want to get to know someone in person, where you can show your true personality, you can go and do stuff together, you can have a good time, you're literally just one-on-one. She's not messaging you and 10 other guys in the DM, she's just focused on you, and you guys can have a good time together. The key rules to this is that you always, this is number one, you always end a conversation on text when it is going well. When you're speaking to a girl you like, we've probably all had times where you just want to keep the conversation going. You're talking to the middle of the night because you just want to talk to this girl because you like her so much. Well, you've got to have some discipline, some self-control. And the first thing you need to do is when you feel the conversation has peaked, has just gone past its peak, and things are starting to wind down a little bit. You've piqued attraction or interest from her, and you've had some laughs or whatever on text. The key is to then say that you're busy and you need to go and do something. As soon as you feel that heat leaving, you're always the one that leads the chat first. You don't let her do it. You don't let her tell you she's doing something and text her up until the last minute and then go. The first thing you want to do is get off the text. Go, hey, I'm heading to the gym now. Speak to you soon. Don't say speak to you later. Say speak to you soon, because in her head she's going to think, what does he mean speak to me soon? When does that mean? Is he going to text me back? And that's different to the other guys that are like, don't worry, baby, I'm going to text you in an hour. Or texting in the gym and all that shit. If you're in the gym, if you're doing something, you should be focused on one task. Do not reply to her. This is the best thing that you can do to build attraction, is when a message comes in, don't instantly reply. If it's the first time she sends a message, so for instance, I might get these like, after a cold approach, I'll add a girl on Instagram, I don't message her. Reason why? I'm actually too busy. The reason I do the cold approaches is so you guys can see them. I don't actually follow up that often on my cold approaches at the moment, just because purely I'm too busy. But I'll get a message from a girl because I haven't messaged her. So that's the first thing. I've given her a bit of attention in person, made a good impression. She's got the Instagram. And then she's DMing me like, oh, good to meet you earlier in the coffee shop, because I haven't messaged her. Or she'll say, so I might have mentioned a date or something, like I did with a Korean girl. She messaged me and she said, are you going to the sauna? Because I mentioned the sauna, and she wanted to secure that date. So that's the first key. It's like not being all over it allows the girl to chase, and they absolutely love that. If you haven't had time to do that, if you really like the girl and she doesn't look like she's going to reply, because if you get a real high value chick, she's got a lot of guys in her DMs. If you've gone and done a great cold approach, secured the Instagram, and then you don't text her, she's just going to think you're a dick. She's not going to spend her time chasing you. So you will have to lay a message down. What you want to do is wait for the cold approach to be over, a good few hours. You can leave it to the next day. Sometimes it's a little bit long. I like to strike whilst the iron's hot, because if she did vibe with you and gave you the Instagram and she knows your personality, don't let her leave that for any longer. Don't let her forget about you. So I would recommend about 4 hours after the cold approach, you go for a message like, nice to meet you earlier. Would you like to get coffee with me on XYZ day? On Friday, would you like to get coffee on Friday? It'd be great to get to know you a little bit better. See what she says. If she says, oh, sorry, I'm busy Friday, no other message, it's cold. It's cold as ice, boys. If she doesn't set up another date, don't message her back. Honestly, this is the way you boys need to start thinking. There's so many girls in this world that are looking for a high value man, a guy that has decent morals, ethics, values, a guy that goes to the gym, is on his business, self-development grind. It's such a rare quality that you boys have got no time for anything but fuck yes interested. If she's not fuck yes interested, just get out of there, boys, because there's no point in wasting your time on her. And there's so many other girls out there that are waiting for you. So you might as well just go and do another cold approach and try for another one. So that's the number one test. Is like, first things first, would you like to come out with me on XYZ? If she says no, I'm busy, and doesn't give you a rescheduled date, leave it. There's no point. It's not worth your time, boys. If she says, no, I'm busy on Friday, but we can do Thursday, or I'm busy on Friday, can you do Saturday? You're all good. You're all in the clear. Or she says, I'm a bit busy, but maybe next week, it's worth a follow-up next week. That's what I would recommend. But texting is not for getting to know a girl, in my opinion. I prefer to get to know girls in person, so I like to set up the date ASAP. I don't like to be weird on text, messaging them loads of stuff, because the problem is, if I spend long enough on text, like, I'm not the most eloquent of fellas over text. I'm better in person. I'm better in 3D, as you can probably tell, than I am over text. With text, you're competing with every other guy in the DMs, but in person, she's just sitting there with you. So it's a much better way to go about it. If you're struggling to not reply instantly, this is what I recommend you do. Get the notifications turned off on your phone. If you don't see it, you don't know it's there, you can forget about it. Stay on your purpose, go to the gym. Whenever you're doing something, don't look at your phone. It's gonna be hard, boys, but you've got to have the discipline to do that, and it's gonna help you guys. Another common area of issue for guys is the first date. So the first date has gone well. You've dropped her home, you've said goodbye, you've maybe even had a little kiss, and she said, oh, see you soon, or whatever, or bye, yeah, have a good night, I hope you get home safe. Or she might say, text me when you're home. It's a common one, girls like this. Let's say, text me when you're home if you drop her back. Boys, do not text her when you get home. Do not text her on the same night after a first date. It's number one rookie mistake. If she's totally into you and vibing you after an amazing first date, she's gonna message you when she gets home, for starters. If she doesn't, that's absolutely fine. It's no problem at all. She's just waiting for you to make the move. But you need to go and you need to text the next day, because if you haven't sealed the deal on the first date, which is absolutely fine, you don't have to be sleeping with girls on a first date, but if you haven't, you need to keep that anxiety for her that you may have just gone and met another girl afterwards because she didn't just get some from you. And the way that you do that is by messaging the next morning rather than that same night. If you're straight on the DMs like, oh my God, I had the best date with you, blah, 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 blah. I really want to see you again, all this stuff. She's like, I can have him. I've got him by the throat. But what you need to do is have that air of mystery about you. Why didn't he message me after that date? I thought it went really well. Oh, what was he doing last night? He was so busy, he couldn't message me. You start to put that seed of doubt in her mind. And then she needs validation from you. So she'll keep coming back to get that validation. She gets it from everyone else, but why can't she get it from you? That's the game that you're playing. This is what I think the perfect post-date message is. I've used it many times and it seemed to work fairly well. I had fun last night. I'd like you to come to dinner with me on Friday. Are you free? Because then you're saying you had fun on the date. She gets the impression that you're interested, but you're not asking for her permission. You're telling her what you wanted to do. I'd like you to come to dinner with me on Friday. You're being assertive. You're being dominant. If she says, no, I'm not free on Friday, but I am free on Saturday, perfect, boys. It's absolutely fine if she's got other things going on. That's not a problem. The problem arises if she says, yeah, I had loads of fun as well. Sorry, I'm a bit busy this week. Out of there, boys. Move on to the next one. She's just not that interested. And the good thing is, as soon as you ghost a girl like that, because what she'll be expecting is she'll say, you'll be basically one of 10 plates that are spinning. She's gone on a date with you. You didn't quite cut the, not quite top mustard. That's the problem. And you didn't quite cut it. So she's going to keep you on standby. She'll keep messaging you if you want to, because she needs the validation. She'll keep you there as an option, just in case like one of the other high value guys falls out. She can quickly book in a date with you. Like, why wouldn't she if you're taking her out for free dinner and stuff? So if you're not getting that fuck yes energy back where she wants to see you again, what you do is you ghost a girl. And this won't happen to her often. She will not experience this. She will go on dates with many guys and they'll all keep messaging her, asking to take her out, just hounding her. But you'll be the guy that just walked away, and then on Instagram stories, she'll see you at another date with another girl. And she'll be like, what the fuck? And now she'll start to think, oh, maybe he's more high value than I thought. Maybe this, maybe that. So it's the best way to actually, if you found a girl didn't quite click with you straight away, you still really like her, and she doesn't want to go on another date with you, best thing you can do, totally ghost her, get on your Instagram stories, start doing fun stuff with other girls. It's going to pique her competition anxiety. She's going to be blowing up your phone before you know it. Trust me, boys. The most powerful thing you can use is the ghost. You do not want to be texting, explaining, talking logically. This is how a girl feels. And the best way, if she's not feeling 100% about you and doesn't want to see you again, the worst thing you can do is impose any more of your presence. What you need to do is withdraw completely, and it makes her feel like she might have lost something good. Just show her you're having a good time through Instagram stories, and social media really is your friend in that aspect these days. But boys, that's it for today. Just thought I'd answer a couple of those little questions from the Gorilla Tribe. I've had a whole coffee whilst I was saying that, so I'm now feeling pretty damn good. It's time to go. Oh shit. It's time to go pump it up at the gym. It's shoulders and arms day. I mean, does it get better than that? On Mondays, I like to make them easy. So shoulders and arms, just to get back into it. Boom. But boys, hopefully now you know how to text a girl a little bit better than you did before. If you need any more help directly, boys, join the tribe. Links down below. Go check the tribe out, and you can ask questions like this all the time on my private Instagram stories, in the WhatsApp group. If you need help with messages or put in messages you've been sending to girls and I can critique them for you, you can do that as well. But boys, that's the video. Have a good one.